Hello and welcome to Master Yourself Academy's YouTube channel. This is Narmada Rao, psychologist and an NLP trainer. If you're one of those who makes a lot of plans but finds it hard to keep up pace with them, this video is just for you. I have a friend who had this goal of wanting to lose weight and become fit, and she reached out to me some time back saying, you know what, I really feel demotivated. I'm unable to keep up with my plans and I don't know what to do. No matter how much I try, I keep failing and I feel like a big failure. So I asked her, what exactly are your plans? She said, I wanted to sleep by 9:30 and wake up by 5 o'clock and then go to the gym and work out for 3 hours every day. I smiled to myself. Knowing her, she was someone who usually likes to sleep by about 11:30, 12, and I knew the plan itself sounded quite unrealistic to begin with. So I asked her, is that realistic? She said, you know, it's not, but unless I do something that drastic, I don't think I'm going to achieve my goal. So that's why I set up those goals. I said, but do you see yourself sleeping by 9:30? Then she said, you know what, by the time we finish dinner, it's about 8:30, 9. So sleeping at 9:30 does become a little tough. And my son is also very active by that time. So I said, okay, how about setting a little more realistic timeline to sleep? She said, how about 11:30 sounds like a good plan. I said, okay, great. So if you're sleeping by 11:30, 8 hours from then would be what time? She said, about 7:30, 7 in the morning. How does it sound to you waking up by 7 or 7:30? She said, that's absolutely doable. I can easily wake up by 7, 7:30. I said, and if you wake up by 7, 7:30, do you think you'll have time to work out? She said, yeah, I probably have an hour and a half to work out before I go to work. I said, and does that sound good for you? She said, yeah. I said, okay, great. Let's begin with that then. And she said, well, that sounds definitely a lot more doable. So the first thing, anytime you set goals for yourself, the first check that you need to have is, are your goals realistically set? Are you realistic about the plans that you're setting? Because when you set yourself up for lofty goals, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. And once you do that, once you set yourself up for failure, you actually are pulling your own confidence down. So make sure your plans are realistic, which means, do you see yourself being able to achieve them? If you can't even imagine doing that, if you can't even imagine it, then the question of you actually doing it is even more remote. So are you realistic in your plans, which means, are you able to imagine doing what you plan to do? The second thing is, for what purpose are you wanting to do it? Each person is motivated by certain things. Like, for example, for some people, parenting is a motivation. For some people, success is a motivation. For some people, fitness is a motivation. For some people, health is a motivation. What is it that drives you? What are you driven by? Set a goal with a purpose that helps you achieve your goal. And that purpose has to be a compelling purpose. Losing weight is an outcome. Losing weight is probably a part of it. But for what purpose would you want to lose weight? Or if you want to practice running, for what purpose would you want to do that? So find your purpose, and your purpose is going to help you achieve your goal. So figure out, are you realistic in your plans? Can you see yourself doing it? Can you imagine yourself doing it? And the third most important part, have a purpose that is beyond yourself. Have a purpose that's going to drive you. Have a purpose that's going to instill the confidence, instill the drive within you, instill the motivation within you to go after achieving certain goals. I know of someone who wasn't very interested in cooking and hence used to eat a lot of outside food, but as a result started putting on a lot of weight. So now this person decided that, you know what, I need to cook my own food so that I can eat home cooked food and be more mindful about what I'm eating. And then days passed, and then she would still feel very lazy to cook because she was staying alone. So then one fine day she set herself up on a purpose. She said, okay, I'm going to cook a wholesome, nutritious meal for my domestic help who comes, because she heard that, you know, the maid had fainted the previous day. And out of complete interest for the other person, she said, okay, they don't have enough money to eat nutritious food, so I'm going to make sure that I'm going to give her a wholesome, nutritious meal every day. Driven by that purpose, you won't believe how much she started enjoying cooking, how many different things she started trying in cooking, and it was actually beneficial not just for her but also for her domestic help. So find a purpose that is beyond yourself, find a purpose that will drive you towards achieving your results, and wishing you success in all that you want to do. Stay blessed. If you like this video, please hit like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have some topics that you would like to hear from us on, please feel free to reach out to us at www.masteryourself.in, and we'd be most happy to get in touch with you.